So can you give us more details, like how you find a job?
Okay, so about the job searching experience, I think I find this job because I'm lucky. So you need to send resume to like I sent out like I think several hundred resumes to the company, and I got this job, right? So if you ask like how I prepare to find a job, I may say you need to prepare from now. I think like I don't know, it's a very hard process, especially for international student, right? So the first thing I'm thinking of is the networking. You need to network. But like we have good opportunities here, like Wall Street Council and like the quantitative, I don't know, finance conference right now. We didn't have that before. So you're lucky right now. Yeah. And through this like event, meeting or something, you are getting to know the new people, and you practice yourself to like how to get to know to the new people. I mean,
it is difficult, right? Because it's so much easier to say, well, let me wait until the job is available.
Yeah.
Then I'll send my resume. And then, this is like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a very long process. You may not can get a job from your networking, but from your networking, you can practice your like communication skills, networking skills, and also like you will feel comfortable when you're talking with in the interview or any other things. And also you can, I think a good way to start networking is you can, while getting to new people, you can to say, can we like have a phone call? Like you can send a message in the LinkedIn and some alumni will reply you if they want. And you shouldn't get disappointed if nobody responds to you. That's normal things. And so you must make sure you the person you're networking with to know you very well, and then you can ask for a reference. Yeah, I think that's an important point. And sometimes, like a very big company, and you find a job listed on the website, you can look at the job first and send the link to someone in your networking, like your networking people. Just ask them to refer for a job, because the big company always have like the refer program, like we all refer the person, like I will, if you I refer you somewhere, I will get $5,000 or something. So people want to refer you if you connect with them, especially like Amazon, that's a big one, and also other things. Yeah. So for this big company, you can just ask them for a reference. But like the small companies or the, I think, financial companies, you need to get them to know you well at the very beginning. Yeah.
Does it help if you have, because you can't just go say, hi, I'm same program, do you have a job for me? Is it easier if you have done something like, working on a project, or I'm doing an internship, so you have something to connect with them?
But I think the message will not be too long, because if it's too long, nobody will see that. You can just say, like, I'm an alumni from Lehigh, I'm a student from Lehigh or something, and currently like want to thinking for a job. Do you have any suggestion or something? And you can send a resume to him, to them, and ask for the suggestions. And after that, they will get to know you will, and then you can ask for something if you want.
How many companies did you send email to before you get responses?
100 per week.
So,
And you,
anyway,
That's maybe
software
too large, maybe 50 per week at least. Yeah,
okay, and how many response did you get?
how much was the percentage?
like 1 or 2 per week
1 or 2 per week?
response.
Okay.
Yeah,
Out of 15, right?
yeah, right.
So, did you send them from LinkedIn or some other website?
You may apply the job or ask for
Send your resume.
resume. I mean, we just apply.
The online application system?
Yeah, online application system and also like networking.
Don't forget, she talked about two things, right?
Yeah.
There's the job application,
Yeah.
and then it's just saying, maybe, do you have something for me? Maybe there was not even a job, right?
Right.
So there's two different approaches.
Yeah, right.
How much interview did you go? Did you win? Did you go? Did you get?
Interview. So first you need to get a response, right? And then you get interview. Like the first round of the phone interview. And next part is like on-site interview or something. So most of them stop at like ask for your like if you are international students, you need sponsorship. Most of them stop at here. But I can say you mean what do you mean? Like the phone interview? How many I guess? 20 or something. Yeah.
And when did you start?
So actually I started thinking a job, thinking an internship at my first year and thinking a full-time job in the second year spring semester.
You mean now, basically?
Yeah, I don't know what grade you are.
Well, yeah,
right now.
most second is a few first year as well for the internship.
Okay, so right now, yeah, if you are second year, yeah.
Who has sent resumes already?
At least you can try to send and you can get a expectation like how many percentage you will have response. Yeah, you can get experience from that person.
Did the company ask you very specific questions in the interview? What kind of?
Of course.
Okay, so it's about the like general questions like just introduce yourself, talk about your
Usually the first round interview is very general, like go through your resume, tell me about yourself and what's your biggest weaknesses, and even some company ask for like what's the expectation for the salary, or just some things like that.
So, I mean, let me change the problem.
Yeah.
Will they give you a problem to solve, like a math problem to solve in the interview, or give you like finance problem to solve in the interview?
It's always on the on-site interview or something.
On-site.
Yeah, if it's just a phone interview, it will just ask you like general questions, very basic financial knowledge maybe.
Thank you.
Like you work as data analyst, so I want to know like is there some basic requirement for the programming skills before you apply for this job?
Yes, of course. So in my resume, I will list every like coding skill I have, even though I just know a little bit, right? So the programming skill is important, at least for international students. Maybe you cannot find a job with like using your communication skills, but you can find a job with your technical skills. Yeah. So I think most popular language right now is Python, of course, and also SQL and R is very useful if you have that. Yeah.
So what type of coding languages are you using in your current job?
Python SQL.
Yeah, what happened to the other students that you knew in the program? What was your experience with them? What did they do? What did they get?
You mean my classmate?
Yeah, but
Yeah. I just want to say, if they wanted to find a job in America, they finally got a job. If they don't want to find, they just back to China somewhere.
Yeah.
It depends on
Determination.
determination. Yeah, right.
I mean, even for the
Yeah.
Chinese student, it's, depends what you want. You have to keep going at it.
Mm.
Because, there's two kind of jobs. There's a quant jobs and there's a data analyst jobs. And what we found is the quant jobs in New York, they tend to really ask very specific questions. I think Yanni, right? He wasn't even, because it was a Yanni. Yanni, we went to New York for the mathematical fair. Did you go to that one? There were, him and Kabuki were there, there were like 600 students, 45-minute line just to get seen, and there were only 25 companies. So, right, and then what did they ask you, right?
Questions I don't know the answers to.
Exactly, because you just started. And that's the thing, and that's exactly, last week we had somebody from, the week before that, from SEI Investments.
Mhm.
And he said, usually what they do is, you have to find right away, but if they ask you specifically, you haven't taken the course yet, so you don't know.
Yeah, right. And another solution is that you can look through some Glassdoor, I think. They usually give you some interview questions you can prepare for.
That's why it's easier if you have a network already, so the person knows you, knows the program, so it's a lot easier to.
Yeah, right.
Like if you were to apply for a job with her, right? She knows the program, so she knows that even though you don't know that you will get there eventually, so it's a lot easier.
Yeah,
Than if you don't know the person at all, then you're like one of thousands.
Yeah, the Glassdoor is very useful, I think, because I think most of the company always have a list of questions. Because the hiring manager cannot just create each question by themselves, right? They can just use the question from a list. So I was interviewed at Bloomberg. I can say they have a sheet, and they just pick one question from that sheet. Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
So the interview question you encountered are more of technical questions or like some behavioral questions, like some general questions?
It's based on what people ask you. Like it's just an HR person who will ask you like general question. If it's just a like direct manager, they may ask you some maybe not very like the quiz in our school, but it's just like what related to their job. Yeah. So if you can know someone in that company and the person know what they're doing, that would benefit you because you know what they will ask you.
Good day. I mean, the hiring manager.
Yeah.
See very high GPA is a very important things.
Everything is important here, right? So like networking is important. Like technical skills important, your knowledge is important. And the CFA, maybe you say it's not important, but it's important somewhere. CFA, yeah, CFA and form, right?
Yeah, that's what I want to ask.
GPA is, I think I got this job because I have the high GPA, because I'm not good in other things like the networking or something, but I'm good at GPA, good at my study, yeah.
Yeah, you see, it was worthwhile for us to spend some time to to work for a certificate is what I want to ask, because sometimes,
Certificate. Oh,
yeah, earning a certificate like US CPA or CFA or FRM, these things
it's hard to say.
may take long.
Yeah, I know. I met someone in the Wall Street Council, and my professor recommended me to like this company. So I got the interview for like our Alumus company, right? So it asked me, did I get CFA certificate? Like what's the level you have, and when will you get the certificate level 3? So you can say that's kind of important, yeah, right? Maybe the certificate is not important it's not required for a job, but the certificate can tell the people you are starting, you like to start it, you like to learn. Yeah, right.
So, you know, it's like
Yeah.
you could network, you could be the king of networking,
Yeah, right.
and you have no certificate, 3.0 GPA, but they've seen what you do,
Yeah.
they like you, you like them.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, they have this person they never met, doesn't talk, but you have the CFA, the Alpha, and F 4.0.
Yeah.
Everything's worth.
Or you
I
have to
mean,
be better at something.
Well, yeah, but you know, if you have,
You must
Everybody-
have at least one good thing, right?
yeah, you could have lots of people with CFAs and FRM and a 3.9 GPA, but there's only one person that knows game the way, you know, I'm thinking like, you don't know him, but like John, for example, right? You know, if he likes you, he's like all over, well, you know, he said, no, but hold on, my friend there, he's got 4, yeah, but I don't know him, but I know you, you know what I mean? It's a lot, so much easier. I mean, you have to have the qualification or whatever, but then it becomes it's a fine balancing act, especially for foreign students, right? I mean, there was 600 of them in that room. I mean, even if you're the top and you have 4.0, maybe there was about like 50 of them with 4.0. So what's that mean? If you have 3.9, you're no good? That's not fair either. It's like a meat market where they just say, okay, who's got the CFA, who's got the FR, and who's got the 4.0, you know? Too many people. I don't know, let's do 5.0 GPA because not everybody's got it.
But make sure your GPA is not very low. That's important, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't have a GPA either. But it takes time to get to that GPA and the CFA, meanwhile you can't focus on networking. Because it's, you know, I send them a lot of like conferences, but they're all in New York. So I realized for them to go, you know, it's 5 o'clock, they gotta hop on the, we got the bus or whatever, on the subway, you gotta go to New York till 8 o'clock, so you can't study. To meet maybe somebody, and maybe you meet somebody, maybe you don't, maybe you work, then you gotta go back the next week. While studying is a lot more, yeah, if I study, you know, I see the result. The other one, I may not get a result. But 80% of people get the good jobs through networking.
Yeah, so would you please give us some suggestions about how to find the balance between working, studying, and earning a certificate? As there's many things for us to do, but there are just 2 years. Yeah.
So I don't think it's a balancing of something, because you can just like prepare your quiz before that, right? Because it's 1 week, and like the beginning of the semester, you have time to networking or do something else. Yeah. I don't think you need to spend so much time in study, right? I mean, I think you're all good at study, so you do need to spend so much.
So you need to spend at least 1 day a week, quote unquote, networking, or send a resume, or do something. If you spend the whole week just studying, you're too slow, you don't get it, for you know.
Yeah.
And she was lucky, and she had a good GPA, and it was hard.
Oh,
How good?
Yes.
So which class do you think is most useful in your current job in the program? Which class do you think is most important and helpful for your current job?
What class?
Class.
Class, okay. Sorry, my English is not good. So what class? So if in the last year, I would say the math class and the modeling class is most important. But right now, I would say every class is important. Yeah.
Yeah, so data job and quant job
Yeah.
are different,
Yeah, data and quant are different,
because data is more dependent on
depending on technology. Algorithm, you're right.
Programming,
Program.
and quant is dependent on.
Like financial theory or something.
Yeah.
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 But I will tell you that I've started to find out that when talking about quant jobs, some of the jobs that are disappearing in the field, basically, they usually would price derivatives, like exotic pricing, exotic derivatives is
Yeah.
going away.
Exotic.
The exotic derivative, there's less and less job because there's a lot of, what do you call it? Lots of regulations. So that market is slowly shrinking.
Shrinking, yeah.
And because they're saying ways of quant jobs
Yeah.
going away,
Because,
especially with machine learning and all that.
yeah, because they are imposing regulations.
Well, yeah, exactly. So now nobody wants to price exotic derivative anymore. But what's happening now, more and more jobs, so you have data analyst job,
Yeah.
quant, but then you also have the risk management, yeah, which is, everything that have to do with the management of the liability of the bank, on the trading side, not trading, but managing the books. And that's a lot of the courses that I think Kish teaches some of that in this course.
Yeah, that's a very useful information.
That is, so you have 3 jobs. Data analyst, quants, but I hear more and more that the quant jobs are kind of like that, especially with all the technology that's coming out and all the machine learning and the artificial intelligence. I mean, not tomorrow, but you need someone that kind of understands risk more than trying to price very complex transaction, because I think, the algorithm will take care of itself.
Yeah, I think all the class will give you basic knowledge and also enhance your skills, which we will use in the book. Maybe because I don't think the knowledge from the textbook is totally the same in the reality, right? Even though in the financial industry, I don't think it's totally the same. So you need to learn in the book. But the class we take will give you like ability to learn the new things quickly, right? Yeah.
So they never, you don't actually use what you learn, really.
Right, because I'm a data person, not very financial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all she learned,
Yeah.
she's not using.
Actually, I'm using something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not 90%.
Yeah.
It's a small portion.
So what's your bachelor degree?
Huh?
What's your bachelor degree?
Finance.
Where did you get it? Where did you get it?
Where
Where did you get it?
China.
In China, US, or
China, yeah.
China?
So where did you learn the skills that you use now in your current job? Okay, where did you learn the skills that you are
the
using
scale.
now?
Okay. So, so the modeling knowledge we learned from the financial class is important. Like the basic statistical model and also like optimization model, which I always use in my current job. And like the coding skills, I think at the very beginning, I learned the skill from the class by doing worked on some projects. And I also learned it by myself on the lead code or something, because I also applied for computer science job, so that's why I learned skills. Yeah.
So mostly you learn by yourself, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Not really.
So I have 2 questions. The first one, it sounded like you like what you are doing is kind of like consulting services based on like data analysis, right? Not exactly.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. Okay.
Yeah, right.
So that's not like so. What I'm trying to say is I'm particularly interested in credit risk you just mentioned.
Okay.
So what's the most important like skills or qualities like they are looking for in a candidate, like for those positions, the credit risk positions?
Credit risk, because our credit risk is different from what
You mean like
in the Wall Street, right?
because you're like a tree credit risk.
Yeah, yeah, right. But we still have some analytical tools, like you will run your model, analytical, predictable model in like SAS or some other code. Yeah, like we will predict what's the revenue for the company, and we will predict how many employees in the company. Yeah, because we cannot find every figure from public document, right? So we need more.
So do you need to know how to build that model, or you just need to know how to use that model? Or just
Actually, the analytical is not my team, right? But I think there are two kind of. One is like if you have a PhD degree, you will create a model by your own. But if you masters, you will use the model already have here, right? Yeah.
There were two questions. So another one is, so among those jobs you like applied, so like what kind of jobs like you were more likely to to get response?
It depends what title you search. Like in the past, I always search like financial analyst, data analyst, or something like that. So I will get response from that two kind of categories, like half and half. So
Dixon, any questions?
I have one question, but then someone asked it.
Ask it again, just in case.
So, which classes did you feel were most important for you?
okay, let me think another answer.
Yes.
Okay.
But so far, you're saying that most of what you study really, you're using per se. I mean, but still, it offers you up a.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you didn't get the degree, they wouldn't talk to you anyway. So it's just a price, a ticket to get in, for them to listen to you, basically.
Yeah. So what kind of job you want to find?
Like all jobs.
Fun job. Do we have like financial engineering jobs? I forgot. Sorry.
We did no. Do we?
A derivative. Yeah.
Project.
The derivative, right?
Derivative.
Financial optimization, financial optimization.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like this.
Quant job. Yeah, I think I interviewed for a quant company named the Convexity,
Yeah.
which is right. They ask the question from what we learned from derivative. Yeah, right. Derivative.
Yeah, but I think the basic knowledge of doing a quant job is very, very large and complicated because we need to study many things in our learning process, like how to price.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult.
I will tell you that I look at all I look at all the curriculum from all the different schools. It's all this. I mean, it's not like it's the same, but it has the same component, right? There's a derivative component, there's a math component.
Yeah.
Maybe some have a little more engineering or right, so the random process, some statistics. But it's not like at the other school at Princeton or at Berkeley, they're teaching like something that Richard Kishler wouldn't understand, or right? And, wow, we don't know what this is. It's gonna be special. It's all the same. It's kind of the same. But what makes a difference?
Yeah, I think what
That is what I'm trying to figure out.
what you have done is enough, yeah. Yeah, because I remember that we were answer most of the questions.
So you're well prepared. It's just that, like you said, you have to want to get the job. And you have to, especially, well, your first year, right? So you should be looking for internship already.
Yeah, I applied for several, but
Good.
actually it's like
Good.
throwing a stone in the ocean, you know. Like,
Bring a story there.
We are just planting seeds.
You're just spending seed. And remember, you only need one internship, not three. Only need to find one. So-
I'm facing is like confining.
Well, so speaking of which, is DNB like having internship?
DNB have an alternate test in DNB. Yes, we have alternatives. If you have find any position based on the website, you can ask me to refer.
So basically, if you, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you find something,
They will find something.
it's a lot easier if you refer someone that knows, you know what I mean? So if you have two choices, you and someone else, and you say what I know is you think.
Yeah.
Then it's, okay, so that's because obviously there's a relationship, so it's networking, or
So I need to send an email.
no, you have to go on the website, right? There's an area for it, right?
Yeah.
If you see a prediction you are very interested in, yeah, you can send me an email or something. And I will apply for you on my system, and you will come the email.
But I think, so it's like DB HR or DB, there's a link, right, on the website for the jobs that they have.
Yeah, right.
In fact, what I'll do is I'll send you a list of all the jobs, all the businesses that have hired people like quants from the program. So it's like Cromite, DAB, so you could focus on those,
Yeah, right.
right? So if they hire somebody else, and then if you go to the website, definitely.
Yeah, so if I know any opening in our department.
Let me know, and I will let you know. So we're looking for internships, obviously, but, and jobs. So because basically they have to get something in May, most of them, right? And you have until August or October to get the job. Now, can you talk a little bit about the lottery?
Not lottery.
Yeah, not
FNB.
the lottery.
Okay, yeah.
Not the real lottery. Make real money.
So for the lottery, so as an international student, you always will stop you at the first point. We will ask a sponsorship, right?
So you're supposed to say, I don't need sponsorship.
So if you got 2 job offers at the end, you can ask and tell the company, say you want the sponsorship, and write it down into the offer. But if you only get 1 offer and you are not sure if the company will sponsor you or not, you can just go to work first, and then they getting familiar with you and think you are a good person, they will sponsor you, even though it's a very small company. Yeah. And most of the time, smaller companies will not more willing to sponsor you. I don't know why, but because maybe small companies don't have like policy or regulation for the sponsorship, so it's much easier. So for me,
For you, yes.
yeah, I didn't ask for sponsorship when I got this offer because I'm very nervous to lost my offer, right? So I got the offer at July, so I need to got into lottery in the 2019. Yeah, this spring, right? So
Did you know about the lottery first of all?
I taught it in my undergraduate program for a company because they just sponsored our student association, and they are a company who help people to get H1B.
Okay, so they didn't know about that. Okay, so then what happens?
So because I still have like 10 months to wait to get into the lottery, right? So I just wait 5 months and got some accomplishments in my work, and I asked my manager in the one-to-one meeting, I need sponsorship. Yeah. And the manager will help you to talking to the HR department of the big leader, and they will give you response back.
So how did you apply through the INS? I mean, through the government, right? The lottery.
Yeah, the company will hire a lawyer to help you during the process, because this process must go through the company. You cannot do it by yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they're not sponsoring you,
Yeah.
but you need them to,
Sponsor.
for the lottery?
Yeah, right. So that's why you need a job. That's the most.
Oh, okay, so you need a job.
Yeah.
Obviously, no, yeah. Wait a second. So you need a job, and then they sponsor you, and then, but you were lucky,
Yeah, right.
because then you got your H1B visa.
Mm.
And how long is it good for?
Yeah, right. So when you get H1B visa, you can get 6 years, and the company will always want to hire the person H1B, right? So once you get the visa, you can transfer to a better job, right?
So to plan to transfer to a better job.
So it's not that, the odds are not that bad. Last week I was saying 26 out of 50,000 was like 0.2%, but you're saying it's 50%.
Yeah, 50%.
Why is it so high?
The hard part is the company do not want to sponsor you. That's why. That's
Even
hard
for the
part.
lottery?
Yeah, right.
Really?
Yeah, right.
So they did, because when I was when I got the information, they told me that it's not high. So I high as 50 and 50, it's about 30%. Because there are a lot of.
You mean once you're selected, you may not got approved at the end, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can apply, but maybe you will not be approved to get it.
Right. That's
So
true.
it's about just a 30%.
But you
it's
have
higher-
3 years to finally will.
It's higher for master.
Okay.
But that's fine, because the most important thing is the company. If the company wants to sponsor you, everything will be okay. Even though you didn't get lottery in 3 years, you can the company can send you to some the office in other countries, and you can get it. Yeah. It depends on the company. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I get a job in the US and I don't have I don't get a H1B visa, finally, will they just send me, if it's a global company, will they just send me to
Yeah.
China department?
Yeah. If they don't want to fire you,
Okay.
if they want you, they will send you.
Well, the good news, okay, I got the numbers. There's 30 students in this class, and there's about 50% of them here. So I think the other 50% they want to go back to China. So basically, half of the competition is gone already. So you have like less. It's a lot easier, right? It's like no, and don't forget, because if she has opening at Dun and Bradstreet and they hired someone from here already from Lehigh, they'd be more open.
Right.
Because you're down the street, right? You literally over here. Center Valley. She's right here. She's not in New York. So it's a lot closer. It's a lot easier to get a job if they have openings. So go on the website and make sure every week you do something. Then you need luck. For that I can help you.
Yeah, actually, I didn't apply for our company when I got this offer. I don't know, but the recruiter connected with me. I don't know why. Yeah,
So you didn't apply for
I
that?
didn't apply.
From LinkedIn or email.
That's important information.
Yeah, I think the reason because I applied so many companies and the recruiter got my information. And the
Lucky
recruiter.
twice.
Was it like a headhunter or was it like a recruiter from the company?
It's a recruiter from a company, I don't know why, yeah. So you need to stay active for your networking account, like LinkedIn or something else.
How did they get in touch with you? No, but how did they actually contact you?
They
Call
sent me an
you?
email. But I don't know how they got my email.
Lucky.
So you never applied to Dun &
Right,
Bradstreet?
right.
I don't know if it's a good sign or bad sign. No, there's just no clear path. That's the thing. You have to try everything. And then when you try everything, you think it's not working, boom, comes out of nowhere, somebody thought, I didn't, okay, well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I should put like a lot of effort like before to apply.
Oh, yeah, no, all of them.
All of them?
You know, everybody has to apply on a lot of stuff. Different ways. Whatever works. Resumes,
Right.
LinkedIn. We're gonna have another session, another alumni session in May
Mhm.
in New York.
Oh.
I'm gonna see if I could take some of the second year with me, because then this is the time to get a job. Really. All right. Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you.
There's some pizza.
Take home.
If you don't mind.
Thank you.